Good morning. Day 2 of the Extreme Airgun Benchrest competition, and it's 6 o'clock in the morning in the middle of the desert, and everyone's actually told to get here for now for the safety briefing, which we're going to go off to in a moment. But it is cold here. If I take a few steps back, you can see that I've got my shorts on, ready for when it turns to 90 degrees later, because there's no facilities here, nowhere to get changed or anything like that. You wear what you come in. So you got to go from cold to hot, back to cold. And you've also got to recover from last night. And I've taken a large amount of painkillers just to get here today.
But no one will have any sympathy for my self-infliction. So let's get on with the video. As the title says, this is the 75-yard extreme bench rest shooting competition. Simple rules: 30 minutes to shoot one shot at each of the 25 bullseyes. You may shoot as many sighters as you need at the targets at the bottom, and you may regas your airgun as many times as you need to. This is tough shooting. A good crosswind makes everything all the more difficult, and as in the 25-metre shoot, you can account for everything, but that tiny puff of wind downrange is what makes the difference at the end of the day. Only one person has entered the Springer class, and that's Ross Marshall from Milbro.
Hi, well, I'm shooting the Extreme Benchrest 75, and I'm using a Springer. I'm using an HW80 and some Milbro pellets, and as far as I'm aware, I'm going to win the Springer class on this. So that's going to be fantastic. My aim is actually to hit the target anywhere that I possibly can. My actually primary aim is not to hit anybody else's target, because that will really screw things up. So we've put me on the left hand side. I've moved the target to the left. I'm going to start shooting in the dirt on the left and see if anything can actually get that far. But I'm pretty confident a 19-foot Springer is going to be able to do something. It's whether I'll be able to do something, we'll have to wait and see.
After much zeroing and help with high-powered cameras, let's just say Ross did indeed hit the target.
I'm here with Ron Gill, and I'm going to try and shake your hand, Ron, if I can, even though you're carrying the new Bay State Wolverine there.
Yes,
good to see
very
you, Ron.
carefully, Giles.
Very carefully. Only 2 of these, because that's the B type in high power. Only 2 of these in existence right now. You've got one, and the other one's in the back of my car. What do you think, Ron?
Oh, I think it's a beautiful gun. I think in the United States we're waiting for these to come over.
Yes.
We saw it. We got a chance to see them shoot today.
Yeah.
People who shot them did very well. And
there's a fly. We got a fly. There's
right
a fly. There's a fly going everywhere.
You
seem to have made friends with the fly.
The people here that we've seen shoot these guns, and I think I saw you shoot it.
You did indeed.
Yes, that looked pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Tony did the silhouette challenge with that, and I think he knocked everything over.
Well, he qualified for the round.
Qualified for round 2, which means he's done very good.
Well, I didn't, folks, so that tells you how Tony can shoot.
Yeah. And how does it feel? What do you think?
Oh, I think it's great. I think it's very pointable. I've had a chance to examine this yesterday with Tony, and that was the first thing I did was mount it and see how it lines up in the scope, and it's okay. You know, bottle guns, they're not the way they look if they're well made. Yeah,
and this is the 2.2 version, and it's performing absolutely fantastically.
Yes, well, we're going to look forward to seeing what the scores are.
Yeah,
especially yours.
I don't know about that. So, okay, and you're gonna do a little article on this, are you, or?
Okay, I'm here today writing for Western Shooting Journal.
Okay.
And they are interested in the highest level of technology. They want to know about the super guns.
Okay.
And so this is a gun that I wanted to handle and that I wanted to photograph for the article.
Right. Okay, well, fantastic. So what we'll do is we'll put some links up on the screen so that everyone can click and find Ron, and maybe get a look at your article and everything that you're writing.
WSJ too, yeah.
Okay, and Ron is also, you're very active on the forums. What are you known as on the forum?
Blue Flax.
Blue Flax.
Blue Flax, and that's in several English forums too.
Okay, so, and Ron knows his stuff, so, and he's over in the US, so he gets to try the high-powered stuff that we don't. So he's a good man to ask if you ever need any information. Ron, fantastic to meet you. I know we've
It's good to see you face to face,
we've
too.
communicated, I think, over the last sort of 12, 18 months, and it's really nice to come over and put a face to the name. So, and you've enjoyed yourself?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Next year?
Looking that way.
Looking that way. It all depends on the buttons and the whatever we can get together.
Yeah, it's the old overdraft.
Yeah.
It's 1,000 miles from my home to this range.
And you've driven it, haven't you?
Yes.
There you go. There you go. Brilliant. Ron, shake your hand again. Good to meet you, my friend.
Thank you, Giles.
Thank you.
The 75-yard Extreme is the one everyone wants to win, with a $1,000 cash top prize. I was shooting an Airwolf, the same as Tony Belas and Nick Jenkinson, using the high power setting, as it's unlimited on the power side for this shoot. However, the ammunition must be mass manufactured. You may wash and clean your pellets, but no homemade ammunition. Now, we mustn't forget the Milbro challenge, which is at the base of the scorecard. One shot at the tip of the pellet. Closest shooter gets a bottle of the finest mother-in-law insulter. The date was not forgotten, Sunday the 11th of November, and the range fell beautifully silent for that moment of private contemplation. No scores for the entire weekend were announced until the Sunday afternoon banquet and raffle draw, so everyone was on tenterhooks for 2 days. I came 19th out of 36 with a score of 218, but I did have some very well-known names behind me. Highest ranking Brit was Andrew Huggett in 6th place, and Tony Belas came 7th. The top score was Alvaro Lopez with a score of 232, and he was someone who we featured in an earlier episode. He was a surprise to everyone. Good on you, Alvaro. That was in the pro class. The sportsman class had a higher score, with Christopher Warwick winning with a top score of 237, and the junior class winner was Ben Oldfield with a score of 220. Other shoots took place over the weekend, such as the field target event, with the winner in the open class being Dave Reed, and the hunter class winner was Matt Lababedi. Also, there was indoor pistol, bring your own pistol, and outdoor pistol. Well done to Steve Montgomery and Brian Stafford. Where do I finish? Well, it's with a big heartfelt thank you to everyone involved on the weekend. Airguns of Arizona, especially Robert, Phoenix Airgun Club, Wild West Airguns, and the Quail Creek community. All the members of these teams did a stunning job and are a credit to the industry. Thank you to everyone who attended and was so friendly to me, the large travelling Brit who was completely out of his depth. My travelling companions, co-pilot Andrew Huggett.
Andrew, give us a wave.
Verify your target number.
Signature wave. Fantastic.
Ross Marshall, Terry Doe,
Hello there.
and not forgetting the main man, Tony Belas from Bay State. We all had a blast, literally, and I hope you have enjoyed watching some of our adventures.
What was that comment you made about, big boy? The mountain?
I've just been insulted once, and the video, you're asking him to do it again.
Yeah, this is for the record.
Yeah, we've got 4 more cameras.